Good morning everyone, this is Brandon, this is the DAIL mod, and this is my vanilla Trickster. Vanilla being because, well, it's none of the modded classes. This is just a good old Trickster. Reason being is because I really wanted to make a, bleeding build. Now, this character is sort of a glass cannon as well. Now, what I mean by as well is my, ranger shaman. It's a very big glass cannon, but so is this guy. I'll show you everything. First, we'll start with the skills. You want to put 1 into here, 4 into each of these. Say 5, you put 4 into. Everything that you see here, all the numbers, you just add, you just deduce 1, reduce 1, yeah. You take away 1 point, and then that's how many you put into there. You want to max this out, definitely, because that huge cunning bonus, which will help out with the duration damage, which is bleeding, and it'll help out with bleeding damage and damage to humans in general, so very nice. My plan here is to go all the way up to execution, because I love that proc, and it does so much damage. This you definitely want to max out because of the health restore and the total speed to get your speed up. That means running speed, running speed, attack speed, cast speed. And this, of course, is your oh shit button. Oh my god, I'm about to die. Press it, boom, you're good. But you will be completely immobilized. It doesn't matter though. What you can do is you can use Shadow Strike to get out of it. As soon as you get out of this, you Shadow Strike to an enemy that's further away and you'll get right out of the whatever spot you're in. This is really good for that stun. It does really nice stuns and it'll stun them for a second or two. I have mine with Living Shadow, so whenever I do that, it summons a living shadow as long as it crits, and since it hits a lot of enemies, it has a high chance of critting. I actually forgot to equip it. Anyway. Oh yeah, other skills, okay. You definitely want to max out Savagery. You might want to put 1 point into here, but I didn't. You want to put 1 point into here for that attack speed, plus the physical damage, electrocute damage, and plus the lightning damage, which won't really matter, but it's more damage in the end, so yeah. You might want to max this out, but I didn't, not yet anyway, because of the health restore is very nice. It's small, but it's nice. You definitely want to max this out. I haven't yet because I don't have enough skill points, but you definitely want to. Reason being, that bleeding damage increase, plus everything else that it has is very nice. As long as you stand near it. You want to put 1 point into here because we're not a health regeneration build. You definitely want to max this out because that health increase. And then the reflection. Whenever you get reflected that bleeding damage, that'll reduce the duration of it. Oak Skin. You want to put 1 point into that. You want to put all 50 into the mastery bar of here. You want to put Primal Bond and you want to super max that out. Get as many points as you can in there. Very helpful for surviving because of the damage absorption. Plus the bleeding damage and physical damage is great. Plus you take less damage from beasts and have a big constitution bonus. Also, Devotion Tree. I will not explain how to get to it as usual. I will put it down in the description below. And that's how we'll get to it. Now, yours will look different than mine, unless you have all 59 points, but I'll only explain how to get to the 50 points as usual. Now, gear. My gear is finalized, basically. If you want to know why, all you need to do is get the level 75 variant of the Legion gear. That's like the top tier self-found gear. Here, besides legendaries, this is going to be your bread and butter. This is what I've been rolling with since level 50. As soon as I could get to it, I got enough money. As you can see, I have a lot of money here. And got enough money to buy all 3 pieces. Plus, excuse me. Okay, so this ring is something I didn't want to show in the live stream because look how good it is. It has piercing damage. It has 10% chance of more piercing damage. It has all damage. It has more piercing damage %. Damage to humans. Cunning. Attack speed. That is like a GG ring. That increased my damage by thousands. I can't even explain how much. Like, watch this. Boom. Thousands. 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 thousands, nearly 3,000 damage increase. It is so good. Now, you might want to get a relentless lapis lupus, or just a lapis lupus. I'm not completely sure, but this right here is very nice. It'll have Might of the Dire Wolf, increasing your physical damage and bleeding damage by a lot, and your crit damage for 5 seconds. So you'll do a lot of burst damage with this as well. Of course, Legion Spaulders, Legion Karas, and Legion Cask. I put a Sanctified Bone on my Legion Cask for that Vitality and Chaos resistance, and doing more damage to Undead, which we can't bleed, is very nice, and Chthonics as well, whenever you can't bleed a Chthonic. I put Armor Absorption on here. You don't have to, but I did because I thought it would be very useful. I put a Chains of Oleron on here because the offensive ability percentment increase and 24% reduced entrapment duration plus the all damage is very nice. I originally had 2 Butchers of Burwitch. I wonder, do I have it on me still? Yes. I had 2 Butchers of Burwitch, but I found this really good Empowered Gore Feast. So, until you get an Empowered Gore Feast with a good roll on it, I was sick with 2 Butchers of Burwitch, because if you look on here, if you look over there, it'll say Devour. 100% chance on critical attack. It hits one target, it does main hand and offhand, and it'll heal you for 300% of attack damage converted to health. It'll also do some life leech over 2 seconds, but that's negligible. Now, for components on your weapons, you want to put a Bloody Whetstone or 2 Bloody Whetstones. What I did was, I put a Bloody Whetstone and then I found out something that I thought was better. I put a Haunted Steel on there for that attack damage converted to health, plus if you're in a really sticky situation, you can just proc the bleeding, the Bloodthirster, and then you'll get tons of bleeding resistance, tons of attack damage converted to health, tons of bleeding damage over 3 seconds, it'll have an 8-second duration, and a 26-second skill recharge. So I think, overall, that's very nice. You want Golem-born Greaves. Now, you might be thinking, well, are there better alternatives? And I'll tell you right now, yes, probably are better alternatives. But, for now, that's what I think is the best. I like it. It's a ton of armor, it has good procs, gives you even more armor, and that's pretty basically it. I like it. You definitely want a Shadowstalker's Belt. You probably want something better, but for now, this is what I found. It's pretty nice. It has piercing damage, critical damage, fire, cold, chaos, frostburn. Very nice. I like it in general. Plus, that chance to avoid melee attacks is nice. You want a Slaughter Relic. Now, I'll show you something here that I made on my other character. You might want to get Alderon's Wrath. Reason that I'm probably not going to equip it is because it doesn't have all of the Nightblade skills, but I might just equip it if it's better, because of that bleeding damage that it can do over 3 seconds, plus everything else. It just sounds very good, but I'll see when I get to level 70. Now, I put a Dread Skull on here because I thought it would be very useful at bleeding damage plus the duration. Attack speed, movement speed, vitality damage, and pierce damage is very nice. The vitality damage again is negligible, but I found that to be very nice. Okay, if I could edit in the video, I would edit out to a part where I was doing some gameplay, but anyway, since I can't, here we go. You basically want to start off by shadow striking into an enemy. You want to put on your Bloodbath from your Slaughter Relic, you want to put Rend on there from the Huntress. Reason being is because it hits in an area, as you can see, and when it hits in that area, basically it'll hit all enemies around you with Rend. It has a chance to do that. When it does, instead of a short cooldown, you can basically keep it up at all times. It'll do a lot of damage, like I've seen 30 to 40,000 procs on just that alone. Now, this isn't in my devotion tree, but it is in my devotion tree. What I mean by that is that once you get more points, once you get all 59, you want to get Dryad. Dryad is super useful for that reduction in bleeding duration on top of what you already have. Then you want to get Dryad's Blessing and put it on, where is this? Decapitate. Decapitate is very useful for that, because you hit a bunch of enemies like that, and it'll do bleeding damage, it'll proc blind, Triad's Blessing, blah, and, it'll reduce your bleeding reflection duration even further, because... Now, I know it doesn't say bleeding reflection duration, but it's bleeding duration nonetheless that it will reduce, so... yeah. You always want to keep your, pneumatic burst up, that's my #1 skill. Of the first skill in the hotbar, I mean. Like I said, always Shadow Strike into enemies. You always want to put, you want to put Falcon on Savagery so it talks as often as possible. You want to... where is it? Constantly have your Wendigo totem out in big groups, because that'll help you get healed, that'll help you do more damage, that'll help you out in general. As you can see, I take care of everything general needs. Now this character has pretty damn good AoE for being such a single target minded class. And that's what I built him for. I built him to be a really good class cannon with really high damage and really decent defenses. Plus, on top of all that, I wanted to make him have good AoE and single target, which one takes away from the other for the most part, but in this case it doesn't, because bleeding damage is, in my opinion, universal, and what I mean by that is that when I can bleed one target, I can bleed them a bunch of targets for that same amount of damage. Now, I'm going to showcase over here this huge group. I might die, but again, it's all part of this build. This build is very class cannon. Any wrong move can easily kill me. So, let's try over here at the very least, okay? If I die once or twice, don't worry, there are a lot of enemies here. Watch this, you leave them with that, back up, you press your 4 button to decapitate, or whatever you have it set to, you keep pressing 3 as it goes up, press your 2 right here for that bleed barrier, will do damage, so as you get out of it, press 3 to do some more bleeding, press 4, put down your Wendigo totem, I forgot to do that, press your 3 for that bleeding, 22,000, 27,000, dead. Heal up. Keep going, and done. Okay, that went very well, guys. As you can see, this build is very, very strong, and I like it a lot. Now, some things, it won't go nearly as well as it just did there. Sometimes, it'll go very, very bad. You will die, you will take a lot of damage, and you will scream in frustration. Some things, you can't do damage to undead enemies like you can do to living enemies. Reason being is because they don't really bleed, even with that bleeding resistance. Reason being is because they're undead and they're just all bones. I'll show off some more gameplay. As you can see, some enemies are gonna come out of this house. You want to just funnel them, pressing decapitate, your #3 button. You want to put down that Wendigo totem, which I'm always forgetting to do, but don't do what I do. Also, always keep up your pneumatic burst. I think I said that before, but I'll say it again. Always keep that up. Falcon is really your best friend here for shotgunning out a lot of things. The amount of bleeding damage it does is very nice, and the physical damage it does is not negligible either. As you can see, I have some pretty good AoE procs here. That ring that I found, that green ring, is gonna be with me forever, I have a feeling. Unless I can somehow find something better, which I don't think I can. Now, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Also, these crystals do hurt a lot. They reflect a lot of damage to you. So having Decapitate up and everything else is really useful. One thing you didn't see me do was Ring of Steel, because again, there's a lot of things that I have to do here. And look at this, I found another Empowered Force, and it's even better than both of my axes. The reason why you want to dual wield axes is that because of the berserker. Berserker, actually, what I found out is that it stacks. When you have one axe, it'll increase bleeding damage and duration damage, but when you have two, it doubles that. So it's very, very nice. Now, this is actually even better than the other one, it says. So I think I'll put that one over this. But I'll see. After this video ends. If you're wondering why I'm talking like this, it's because I'm doing a build video and I'm trying to be a little bit more mature and sophisticated when I'm explaining something. I'm mature whenever I feel like it, you know? It's not a problem for me. Normally I'm a happy person that just jokes around about everything, but build videos are pretty serious. People want to know everything about it in a serious manner, but seriously? It's just, well, that's how I feel. You want to activate your bloodthirst from big creatures, and as you can see, boom. All dead. So much sorrow, even the bones will bleed. As you can see, living shadow proc. Nice. With all this health, with all this damage converted to health, you'll regenerate health very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. And if you don't, you of course have many, many oh crap buttons. I didn't need to proc it there, but I just wanted to show it off. That's one of your oh crap buttons. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, by the way, the Frost Knight is not broken anymore, but it still is. I have one video on the burner, which I will show you, but not yet. Not until it's fixed. Then I will do a whole series on it, but for now, I'll do some live streams on this character. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day or have a great night wherever you are, and as always, my friend's channel is in the description down below. Check him out. He's a great, great YouTuber, a great friend, and a great editor. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.